All right, welcome. Uh, it's been a while, but we're back for the 1998 Winston Cup season in NR 2003. I did qualifying for this a while ago. I never actually ran the race, so it's the Miller Lite 400 at Michigan International Speedway, my home track, and um, just looking at. Well, we'll get to the qualifying order. I guess we can now. Mark Martin's on the pole. He actually won the real life race. Um, Johnny Benson with his best qualifying effort, at least in my career, in second. Dominated by Fords, Bill Elliott, Rusty Wallace. Ken Schrader's the first Chevy in fifth. Mayfield, Little, Burton, Musgrave, all the Roush guys are in the top nine. Bobby Labonte, the first Pontiac in 10th. John Andretti, another Pontiac. Jeff Gordon in 12th. He'll be one to watch. Ward Burton, one of two drivers to finish every race this year in 13th. Michael Waltrip, Dale Jarrett will be one to watch. Dale Earnhardt, Marlin, Bobby Hamilton, Lake Speed with a decent qualifying effort for him in 19th. Ricky Rudd, Kenny Wallace, Jimmy Spencer, Kyle Petty, Rick Mast is the other driver to finish every race so far. Um, Myself, I'm 25th. Dick Trickle, Kenny Irwin, another rookie. Joe Nemechek, Jeff Bodine, Mike Skinner, Tony Raines making his second start. Actually had a good run in his first start. He's been part-time. In 31st, Ernie Irvin, Kevin LePage, another rookie. Jerry Nadeau, another rookie. Darrell Waltrip, I've switched his car stats over so that now his car is basically equal to the number one car that he was running in real life at this time. Steve Park was injured at this time, so in my career, I have Steve Park still running. So I decided to give Darrell Waltrip kind of a Richard Childress or a DEI, I should say, alliance. Um, so he is able to make it. He doesn't have any provisionals left, so he was able to make it on speed, 35th. Steve Grissom, Terry Labonte with a terrible qualifying effort in 37th, but he's not really known for his qualifying. Brett Bodine, also a surprise. Wally Dallenbach, he has taken over the 50 car. Remember, Ricky Craven's still injured. He'll be back in, I think, a few weeks. Um, Randy LaJoy was the sub driver, but now he has commitments in the Busch Series, so Wally Dallenbach takes over. Derek Cope, Robert Presley, Steve Park does make it in the show, and Morgan Shepherd has moved into the 8 car, replacing Hut Strickland. Hut Strickland moved into the 96 and kicked out David Green. So that's why Morgan Shepherd moves into the 8 to replace Hut Strickland. Morgan able to barely make it into the show and did not qualify. Jeff Green in the 46 car now after Wally Dallenbach vacated that seat. Greg Sachs, he ran out of provisionals. Todd Bodine, Gary Bradbury, Hut Strickland, and Dave Marcus still has not made a single race for me as of yet. Um, no, covered that. The real life race, this is the real life results. Mark Martin won the race. Dale Jarrett got second. Mark Martin and Jeff Gordon, you see, by the laps led, they dominated. Only 2 cautions, one for an accident, one for debris. And pretty low attrition. Everybody except for 2 cars finished. And it looks like 10 cars finished on the lead lap. Might have a little bit less than that in my race if we don't have some cautions, but we'll see. So, anyway, now that that's done and over with, we'll boot the game up here. If I can find it. There we go. We have to run this on a single monitor. I bumped the difficulty up to 97%. I was practicing at 96%, hoping I can make it a challenge. Car is really, really edgy in the corners. It's 200 lap race, so I play with a uh, kind of a rule where if I don't make at least the first 10% or so, I will restart. Um, so I'll try to run at least 20 laps. Big gas tanks on these old cars, so that we're only going to be pitting like 3 times for fuel. So, all right, let's make sure that the lineup is right. Looks like it is.
Drivers, start your
The starts are pretty chaotic. What's up, Kevin? Yeah, we're going old school tonight. Let me know if any volumes or anything like that sound weird. It's been a while since I've played this game. Oh, we are checking up.
Stay behind the
That's a problem.
on the inside line.
I might restart that. Hopefully that... I don't want any CPUs getting into accidents before the race even starts. Yeah, yep, off to a great start. There we go, it's more like it. Yeah, let me know if there's any audio that needs to change or anything like that. So far, seems good. Car pulls to the left a lot, so I have to turn my wheel to the right a lot, which makes it even more difficult. Alright. Probably going to lose some spots at the beginning. That's how it always happens, so just settle in. Good, thanks for the feedback. Kevin, make a pick. I picked Bill Elliott. Brian picked Ken Schrader. We're looking for some upsets today, so... Here we go. Gotta watch wheel spin at the start. I'm gonna try to settle in best I can. Don't want to go below the bottom seam. I can't drive the bottom seam at all. And I just went into the sucker hole. These cars are very, very edgy in the corners. We have a little bit of pack racing at the start. Mark Martin started on pole, and he's probably going to run away for a while everybody's fighting. A lot of 3 wide. I just can't enter the corner like they can. Oh, Rick Mast, I think, touched the wall. Turn 3 is so tricky. Oh, I got really tight right there. The car will get kind of pushed loose. It'll push in the middle, and then it'll get loose when you get on throttle. You know I haven't won a single race yet, right? I'm just a dumb old rookie. Like in the line on the bottom there. I try to make this really difficult, so since I'm just a rookie, I'm aiming for like top 10s, things like that. Not to say I can't win, but I make this a real difficult challenge for me. Looks like there's a battle for the lead going on up there. Are starting to spread out a little bit. Start making some moves now. You can see that little seam down there. Got to stay I have to stay above that. Car just does not act nicely. Do I want to go through wide? No, I'll go up.
Car inside. Keep high. Still there. Stay high.
A lot of off throttle time. Cars are pretty fast down the straights, but you have to really slow down in the corners. Ooh, thought Dick Trickle was maybe going to get into the outside wall there. Occasionally that will happen. Guys will get into the outside wall and just kind of run the wall all the way around the corner. So you got to watch out for that.
Keep high. Still there. Stay high. Stay high.
Kind of stuck in a parking lot here, and we're gonna lose a lot of time to the leaders right here. AI are not the best at clearing each other.
Keep high.
Just gonna try to stay patient.
Clear.
See how much I give up on
Inside.
entry. I gain it all on and then some on exit. Stuck here right now.
Keep high.
Tempted to go bottom, but I can't right now.
Keep high. Still there. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Outside.
That probably should have been a restart.
Clear.
I don't know how I didn't wreck. Okay.
Outside. Stay low. You're in the middle. 3 wide.
Of course I am.
Outside. Still there. Clear.
Look up towards the front. Look at the top 10 standings.
Car outside.
Kind of wanted to be on the bottom anyway. It's just easier to control.
Car outside.
I like the top because you can roll momentum, but the bottom
Keep low.
is a bit safer as long as you don't get run over from behind.
Stay low. Stay low.
Typically our car gets better than everybody else on the long run, so that's why it's a struggle at the beginning. Oh, there's a big checkup by Kyle Petty. Still not really up towards the actual competitive cars yet.
Keep low.
3 wide.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside. Keep low. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside.
Stay above that seam.
Inside.
Okay, Tony
Keep
Raines
high.
came out of nowhere.
Keep high.
Can't clear him. I did not expect Raines to make that move.
Clear. Inside.
Should have cleared
Keep
him now.
high.
Yeah, I'm getting really loose off of turn 4.
Keep high.
I think I'm just being a little too greedy about it. Jeff Burton just took the lead. He started pretty deep in the top 10.
Still there.
He's storming to the front. He's been fast, but not always reliable. And I'm through out again. Cool.
You're up top. 3 wide. Inside.
Yeah, that 1% change on the difficulty is definitely making a difference. I feel like if I can spread out, though, I'll
3 wide.
be better.
Inside. Stay high. Clear. Car inside. Clear.
He's really pouncing on any opportunity they get.
Inside.
Yeah, go low.
Clear. Car inside.
I locked up or something right there. That was
Keep
weird.
Clear. Inside. Stay
Mark
high.
Martin back in the lead.
Clear inside.
But the top 6 or so have really built up a gap to the rest of the field.
Car inside.
The rest of the field just slows each other down big time when they race in these packs.
Car inside. Still there. Clear inside. Inside. Still there. Clear inside. Car inside. Keep high. Clear inside.
Tony Raines rolling the top. He's really rolling the top. Oh, man. Holy crap, Tony's going to gain like 4 spots right here in this one lap.
You're up top.
I'm going to go up with him.
Hold your line. Car inside. You're up top. 3 wide. You're up top. 3 wide. Hold your line. Car inside.
Oh, I kind of got out of the rubber.
Up top. 3 wide. Car inside. Still there.
Still up top 3 wide, or is it just 1?
Still there. Still there.
Man, it's so edgy.
You're up top. 3 wide. Car inside. Clear. Inside. Clear inside.
Dale Jarrett now in the lead. All Fords in the top 6.
Inside.
You just can't build a gap to where I can stay ahead of them going into the next corner. There we go.
Keep high.
That'll help.
Clear
Dick
inside.
Trickle doing some blocking on Jeff Bodine. Brian would like that. Where are we going? See, I keep having to check up, which allows everybody behind me to catch up. There you go, a little bit of a gap now. 4 now.
Car inside.
And Jarrett's pulling out a little bit of a gap
Keep
now.
high. Stay high. You're up top. 3 wide.
I just can't get the car to turn in the middle of 3 and 4 especially.
Still there.
1 and 2 I feel pretty good.
Clear inside.
Yeah, 1 and 2 I feel really good.
Outside. Still there. Still there. Keep low. Clear.
Spot are we in? That's like 30th or 29th. We got a long ways to go. Guys just can't seem to really figure it out.
Keep low. Keep low. Keep low. Clear outside.
Whoa, what the heck was that?
Outside.
Oh, no.
The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race
Dang
back
it.
to the line.
I just... Okay. Well, I
You
got on the
exploded a
ding...
tire.
I got on the ding... Oh, right. Ow, okay. Well, that's lap 20. I'm going to restart. Ugh, I hate wasting time. I hate that I just barely touched that seam and I just went around. That's just how edgy these dang cars are. It's like impossible to bring them back. I like how I got all the way to lap 20 and then wrecked. If I'm gonna wreck, I want to do it early, like lap 2, 5, whatever. Not burn up like 17 minutes of racing for nothing. Alright. Let's do this again, I guess.
Get ready now. Going green. Pace cars in. Green flag. Green flag. Green, green, green.
It's hard when you're running the bottom line when you're right behind somebody because you can't really see exactly where you're going. So you kind of have to guess a line to run. And I can't keep it on the bottom.
You're in the middle. 3 wide. Hold your line. Clear inside. Clear outside. Outside. Stay low. Stay low.
It sucks too that the computers are able to go on that or below that seam. I can't do that, so I am forced to leave that space open. I also wish you could bump draft a little more too.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Outside.
Somebody scraping the wall. Somebody up ahead scraping the wall too.
You're on the bottom.
Well, that's
3
Jeff
wide.
Burton.
Car outside. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear outside. Keep high.
He's still scraping.
You're in the middle.
I'm
3
still in the
wide.
middle too.
Hold your line. Inside. Car outside. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Hold your line. Clear inside. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Outside. Keep low. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Hold your line. Inside. You're up top. 3 wide.
On top now, okay.
Hold your line. Car inside. Still there. Keep high. Still there. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear outside. Keep high. You're up top. 3 wide.
That's scraping back there.
Still there. You're up top. 3 wide. Inside. Stay high. You're up top. 3 wide. Hold your line.
Just can't get the car to turn in the entry to middle, and
Hold
then
your line.
if I could just clear. Oh, I can't clear. I'm boxed in.
Inside. Keep high.
Thanks for the resub.
Stay high. Stay high. You're up top. 3 wide.
Oh no, I'm boxed in
You're
again.
up top. 3 wide. Inside.
Fast fuck boy.
3 wide. Inside. You're up top. 3 wide. Inside. You're up top.
Oh
3
man,
wide.
Nadu
You're
is
in the middle.
killing me.
3 wide.
So, like the car doesn't turn at all, and then it does all of its turning. Oh, I just got hooked. Well,
You're up top. 3
that's gonna be
wide.
another restart.
The yellow flag is out. Let's go.
Jeez.
Race back to the line.
Oh, that's so tough.
Drivers, start your engines.
I'll be here all night. Luckily, once this race gets going, this is typically one of the quickest races on the schedule. It's 400 miles instead of 500, and Michigan typically doesn't have a lot of cautions, so if I can make it past the point of no return, it shouldn't be too bad. But I gotta get there first. Maybe I should have put the difficulty back down to 96 instead of 97.
Get ready now. Going green. Pace cars in.
I hate that I seem to qualify in the 20s every week too. Really just puts me in the stuff that I don't want to be part of. Although I lose spots every restart anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, that was a better start. Just through one corner anyway.
Stay low. Still there.
Okay. If I can just not get dive bombed low, that'd be nice.
Keep low. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Outside. Still there.
See that seam? I cannot go below it.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Outside. Stay low. Still there. Still there.
I wanted to enter a lot lower than that.
Stay low.
Like how my spotter's just not saying anything. There you go. Somebody's scraping.
Clear outside. Car outside. Clear outside.
Am I clear or am I not clear?
Inside.
Alright. Oh, why 3 wide again?
You're up top. 3 wide. Inside. You're up top. 3 wide. Inside. You're up top. 3 wide. Inside. Still there. You're up top. 3 wide.
Come on. I want to clear these guys and maybe get down to the bottom.
Still there. Clear inside.
Perfect. Alright, so far this has been a much better start. We're actually gaining spots instead of losing, and we're not losing nearly as much time as the leaders. Every race is random in our 2003, so it is worth restarting and trying something different. You're not going to get the same outcomes. Wish Lake Speed would pick a lane. There we go.
Inside.
Kind of want to go high, but or low, but go high, I guess.
Still there. Still there. Car outside.
Oh, that was close. I kind of cleared myself on Lake Speed. Luckily, he moved down, let me in.
Clear outside. Outside. Stay low. Still there.
Yeah, it's a little more manageable.
Keep low.
The traffic up here.
Keep low. Clear outside. Car outside.
Clears me and then he checks up.
Stay low. Keep low.
Martin might run away because
Clear
there's
outside.
not a whole lot of guys right behind
Clear.
him.
Car outside.
And Dale Jarrett went way up the
Keep
track.
low.
He might have gotten in the wall.
Stay low. Clear outside.
All right. I can see Dale Earnhardt up there, which he's in 10th. Wow, Mark Martin has really opened up a lead all of a sudden. And now Jimmy Spencer's scraping. Should be a free spot.
Outside. Clear.
Yep. Good for him. So you see how much we gain on exit when I don't have somebody on my inside or my outside, and I can just exit properly.
Outside. Stay low. You're now in the top 20. Good job. Keep low. Clear outside. Car outside. Stay low.
Just gotta stay in the pocket and have faith that I can get back around them.
Keep low. Still there. Clear outside.
So took almost a whole lap to make that pass. Oh man, car does get loose. Jeff Burton actually took some distance out of Mark Martin's lead last lap. I should have maybe took a look at the my point standings before. I don't even remember who won the last race.
Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Still there. Clear. Outside. Clear. Outside.
Try it again.
Stay low. Clear. Car outside. Clear.
Got kind of a. This is what happened in my practice race. You got tight. Got a group forming here around like 10th, and what they'll do is they'll group up and they'll slow each other down big time. And the top 6 or 7 or so will get away. That's exactly what happened when I was practice racing. Still working on Ricky Rudd here. Johnny Benson's still hanging on to the top 10 after he qualified second.
Stay low. Keep low. Keep low. Clear.
Burton lost a couple tenths that last lap. Mayfield in third. Gordon's finally starting to storm through the field. I say storm through the field. He started around 10th. Or just outside the top 10. point where you're really going to start to see the balance of the race cars change
Keep
through
low.
the field.
Stay low.
I am glad I upped the difficulty because
Keep low.
I think I was getting through the field a little too quickly in my practice races. Still, I'm going to lose ground when we get to making pit stops and stuff, so it's still going to be a grind. And I think Johnny Benson's kind of hanging up some guys back there. Dale Earnhardt's up to 8th now. Bobby Labonte's that one car up there all by himself. Oh, Ward Burton way up the track. This is gonna be a bit interesting. This is the stage where we're gonna lose a bunch of ground to the leaders. These cars up here, there's some fast cars up here. What's up, Matt? Woo, NASCAR. No spoilers on the Xfinity race, by the way. I'll watch that after this. Where do we go? Ken Schrader, that's Brian's pick. He's lost a few spots since the start.
Keep high. Clear inside.
Somebody clear and go down.
Inside. Keep high. Stay high. Keep high. Stay high.
Just get one at a time.
Clear.
I'm fine with that. Jeff Burton is now within a second of Mark Martin. Oh, near contact there between Marlin and Bobby Hamilton.
Inside.
Pick
Still
up
there.
another one here.
Clear inside.
Looks like Wad Burton going for a 3-wide move there. Trying to stay in the top 10. Speaking of top 10, Johnny Benson is officially
Still there.
dropped out of the top 10.
Clear outside.
Oh, sketchy.
Car inside. You're up top. 3 wide. Car inside. You're up top. 3 wide.
I went in a little too deep, broke too hard, and then
Inside.
basically went straight, because if I would have turned the wheel at all, I would have spun.
Keep high.
Might lose some spots here. Trying my best to keep them.
Stay high. You're up top. 3 wide.
Again?
Still there.
Oh, Ricky Rudd
Clear inside.
putting his nose where he shouldn't. Jeez. Ricky Rudd was in the previous pack that we were in. See, that's the thing. When we get racing up there, we
Keep digging.
lose so much time that the pack behind us starts to catch up. Let's see if we can reset here. All right, he's giving us the top.
Inside. Stay high. Clear
for these guys.
Stay low.
We got a little bit of a gap.
Clear outside.
Alright. Dale Jarrett's making his way up. He's up to 8th now. And we have our whole pack has caught up to Bobby Labonte, who's in 7th. And it's pretty much a 2-horse race up front right now. Jeff Burton has caught Mark Martin, but hasn't really done anything yet. Dale Jarrett finished 2nd in the real life race. I'm so tempted to go 3 wide. Bobby Hamilton's been stuck on the top side for quite some time now. Couldn't turn down under him. Still might get a little run. Yeah, not quite. Dale Earnhardt trying to get by Bobby Labonte up there.
Stay low.
I'm surprised at Bobby Labonte's pace. Had an okay starting spot. I thought he'd be pretty fast.
Clear outside.
All right. Up to like 13th. Stuck on the bottom. So we're now about 10 seconds behind the leader. Why do they have to be side by side now? Not good timing. Ward Burton's moving forward now. Stone Marlin moving forward. See if I can maybe give him a little arrow push. If he would move up, that'd be great.
Stay low. Still there. Clear. Outside. Still there. Stay low. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Keep low.
I don't see anyone in the pits yet. So I don't think anybody is broken down.
Still there. Keep low.
I'm getting on that stupid scene. Ugh. Taking forever to pass Michael Waltrip.
Keep low. Keep low. Clear outside.
You know. Looks like Ward trying to get by Dale Jarrett now for 7th. Jeff Gordon's in 6th, but he's kind of stalled out. Jeff Burton now Only 3/10 behind the lead. 5 seconds back to third place. We definitely have good pace, it's just tough to pass. Alright, we're definitely past the point of no return now. I'm not going to restart again. So if we wreck, we wreck. We're just over halfway through this first stint. We'll go over 50 laps on a tank of fuel. Only 7 more laps. Dale Earnhardt might be struggling a little bit now. He made good progress for a while. Normally he has to work his way through the field. He's not typically a very good qualifier. Giovanni also struggling. I can follow Dale through. Sterling looks faster than both of them. He might go 3 wide. Looks like Dale's going to lose a spot. That'll put Dale out of the top 10.
Clear. Inside. Stay high. Stay high. Clear inside.
Nice to get Sterling before he gets beside Bobby. Any cars laps down yet? A couple. Steve Park and Morgan Shepherd have gone a lap down.
Outside. Keep low. Still there. Stay low. Clear.
There we go. Well, Ward's actually making a move on Dale Jarrett. A little bit of a surprise.
You're in the top 10. Car outside. Stay low. Keep low. Still there. Clear outside.
Actually getting a little bit harder to see that seam because of the dirt and grime on my windshield. Martin's still leading. I don't know. I don't think he's led all the laps, right? I think he lost it a few times, but actually, I don't know. Maybe he has led all of them. It's been pretty dominant. Jeff Burton keeps getting to like 3/10 back, and then he drops to like 5/10 back. Cameron Burton and Dale Jarrett's still going at it. Fourteen and a half seconds. See if we're faster than the leader or not. Yeah, 1/10. I'll take it. Looks like Ward has overworked his tires. He's not really catching Dale Jarrett anymore.
Still there. Clear outside. Outside. Still there. Keep low. Keep low. Stay low. Stay low.
It's really hard to clear.
Keep low. Clear.
If I can get to his outside, I'll clear him pretty easily, but just it's pretty edgy. Give up so much on entry too on the outside.
Outside. Still there. Keep low. Clear outside.
Oh, it's just so hard to get the front end to come around, and then when it does, it wants to come around at once.
Keep digging.
Stop yelling at me, crew chief. I do not know what kind of tire wear you get. I mean, I know how the balance changes, but I don't really know
Inside.
how the tire wear numbers actually are.
Still there.
Pretty sure when I let the computers run, they were able to go a full fuel run
Clear inside. Inside.
without having to worry about
Still there.
blowing tires. Oh man, I'm just way too tight.
Stay high.
So you want to keep some throttle in it so you can
Still
throttle
there.
up in the middle of the corner so you can stay on the
Clear.
outside of the guy, but hard to do that right now.
Car inside. Keep high.
If I can stay on his
Clear. Car
outside
inside.
on exit, I'll get him.
Still there.
That's a lap car. Yeah,
Stay
isn't it?
high.
Yeah.
Stay high. Clear inside. Car inside. Stay high.
Try to use the throttle to get the car to turn, but
Stay
you
high.
can't do it too much or else you'll spin. I think I'll get him
Clear.
this time. Yep.
That car's a lap
That's
back.
Morgan Shepherd. I think he's last. He isn't the worst car. I'm surprised he even made the race, honestly.
Car inside.
Bud Strickland was
Still
not
there.
making very many races in that car, so the fact that Morgan made the
Clear
race in
inside.
that car is pretty good, actually.
Car inside. Still there. Clear.
I think Ward's going to get held up behind Morgan there. Let's see if we can run Dale Jarrett back down. 13 more laps of fuel. Mark Martin has opened up his lead. They're probably going through traffic right now, is my guess. Theoretically, you could pit at lap 50, and even out the stints, which I'm debating about doing that. Still 39 cars in the lap. That's pretty good for this deep into the race. Like I said earlier, 10 finished on the lead lap in the real life race.
Car outside. Still there. Keep low. Still there. Clear.
Well, that was easier than I expected. Dale might fight me back, though. I'm going to be all right. That puts us 7th. Good now. Keep an eye on our time delta to the leader. Oh yeah, we're definitely faster than the leader. But we're gonna lose time in traffic, and we'll lose time in pit cycle, and we'll lose time at the beginning of runs, so it's gonna make it difficult for me to get up to the win unless we have some cautions and good restarts and things. But that's what I want. I'm just glad we had a clean start there. Almost lap 50. I just hope that if I pit... Oh, somebody's slow on the bottom. That's Jimmy Spencer. I don't know if that's a pit stop or what, but I think that he looked like he was just off the pace. But it looks like he was going to make it to pit lane, so I don't think that'll be a caution. I didn't see smoke coming out, but definitely a problem for the 23 team. So we got Bill Elliott and Jeff Gordon, our next targets. Gordon got by Elliott a little while ago. Yeah, so Steve Park 2 laps down. So So he must have had some kind of issue too. Maybe with me being a long run car, I should stay out as long as everybody else stays out. Mayfield pitting, Gordon pitting. Maybe I'll pit. Need to be very careful here.
Limit 55. Keep it under 4,000 in second.
Kind of an audible there, but whatever. Not the greatest entry, but we'll take it. All right. Yeah, lap 50.
Go, go, go! Yeah, we nailed that stop. Great work, guys. The leader's pitting now. Limit 55. Keep it under 4,000 in second.
Jeff Gordon didn't even get out of pits yet.
Watch that speed now. Keep it on 4,000
we need to watch
in second. Okay, you're
the
clear
traffic.
of pit lane.
We're not going to be fast on outlaps and stuff, so. Oh, we're going to hold Jeff Gordon up big time. Sorry. I cannot go any faster.
Okay, merge when you can.
I just want to get out of their way.
Car inside. Stay high.
Well,
Keep high.
hanging in there.
Clear.
Don't know if, looks like Mark Martin's still out there. So he's still leading.
You're
If he's
now
the
in
last one to pit, then
Keep high.
he might end up being
Stay high.
the leader
The leader's
for all
pitting
these
now.
laps.
Clear inside.
Alright, there we go. This might be perfect, actually, because we might get in a nice little space here, and we might get the tires to kind of come in before anybody else catches us. Warburton might catch us, but I think we have speed. It's just we don't have speed on the entry to the corners. That's it. Yeah, you see him pull away, but then I'll gain a little bit back on the exit. So that was a horrible cycle for Gordon. He had a decently slow pit stop, and then also got held up by me. There's Bill Elliott coming out of the pits, so we might still gain on the 94 team. A couple cars nipping the grass on pit exit. Yeah, so they still
Next car
leapfrogged.
leader.
So Bill Elliott was the leader, at least for one lap, so he must have stayed out longer than Mark.
Car inside.
Ooh, that's close.
Still there. Clear inside.
Okay.
You're in the top 10.
Oh, Jeff Burton has leapfrogged Mark Martin. Interesting. Interesting. And we've lost 2-ish seconds to the lead. Now, Burton's been fast this year, but he has been horribly unreliable. His vehicle, anyway, has been horribly unreliable, and he's been in some accidents. So he's not the greatest in points right now, if I remember correctly. I'm interested to see if Mark Martin actually can run down Burton, or if Burton's going to maintain here. He's got a nice little gap right now. Still losing time with the leaders right now. always a long run car. I think, yeah, Bill Elliott's still hanging with me. Got away from Ward Burton, though, at least. Gordon and Jared are catching some lap traffic. I think that's Darrell Waltrip up there. I don't think Darrell had a very good pit stop. A couple cars 2 laps down. It's like 23 cars left on my lap. A lot of cars lose time in the pit stops. Yeah, Bill might get by me here.
Inside.
I'm going to give him the bottom. I will race him, but I'll give him the bottom.
Still there. Stay high.
Yeah.
Clear inside.
It's alright, we'll catch him later. Yeah, Burton's pretty much maintaining his gap to Mark Martin. Pretty much everybody in the top 10 right now is a contender. Really, the only upset in the top 10 is me, honestly. Bill Elliott has kind of outperformed his team, but really he's outperformed all season, so I don't... Feels great. I don't really consider that being much of an upset with how he's run all year. Ward Burton, same with him. He's really been pretty consistent, so I'm not really surprised. There are guys like Bobby Labonte that I maybe would have expected to be in the top 10 right now, especially since he started near the top 10. Bobby Hamilton had a decent starting spot. I kind of expected him to be further up. Scraped again. Left on the lap. Wow. All of a sudden, Jeff Burton has a 4-second lead on Mark Martin right now. I have a feeling Mark must have got caught in some traffic. Everybody's kind of in their own little pocket of space now, at least in the top 10. And despite a couple cars having some problems, nobody is out. 2 cars are 2 laps down. And there would be a lot less cars off the lead lap if it weren't for those 2 really fast guys. If it was Mayfield leading instead of Martin or Burton, I'd put a bunch more cars on the lead lap. There's Darrell. Nice to see DW at least in the race. He'll get some points. Hopefully we'll start to move up in the winner points and not have to worry about provisionals all the time. Well, actually he will have to worry about provisionals, but he'll have to get top 25 in owner points to get out of that danger zone, which that's a long ways away. But at least if he can consistently start races, that'll help. The car's starting to get a little better now. Got Rick Mast and I think that's Jerry Nadeau up there as lap traffic. Bill Elliott's kind of struggling with him. One car coming out of the pits, or he's going to the pits off the pace, one or the other. I think he's going to the pits. That looks like Brett Bodine. And he's coming up the track. What is he doing? Yeah, he's going back to the pits. I think that's Brett Bodine. Yep, it is. Some kind of problem on that car. Might have been similar to what Jimmy Spencer had. Another Ford. Brian will be happy about that.
Car out back. Stay low. Still there. Stay low. Clear. Car out back.
Jeff Gordon has
Still there.
ran off. Well, I guess Dale Jarrett's still hanging right with him.
Keep low. That car's a lap down.
So I guess he hasn't really ran off.
Clear outside. Car outside. Keep low. Clear outside.
There we go. This race could very well come down to pit stop execution, determining who wins this race. So the race is looking pretty green right now. A caution would certainly change everything, but a lot of times these races at Michigan don't have a caution.
Car outside. Stay low. Stay low.
I'm definitely glad that I pitted when I did. Splitting it up pretty much evenly
Clear.
like that. Alright, got by Nadeau. Starting to catch up to Elliott. So yeah, I got a few cars 2 laps down now. Brett Bodine's down to last. But he's still racing, so nobody is retired. I think that's Steve Grissom up ahead. Now the teams fighting for the championship really cannot afford to have like a mechanical issue or things like that here, because the attrition level is not very high, at least so far. It's kind of a bad thing for the smaller teams, the slower cars, because they're not able to pass as many cars as they would hope for. Bill going around the outside. See if I can maybe follow him.
That car's a lap down. Inside. Still there. Stay high. Keep high.
There we go. Decent bit of traffic up ahead. I mean, way up ahead, but got a few little packs there. If I do pass Bill, I hope that I can drive away from him. I think I will. Oh, Bobby Labonte's up to 9th and Dale Earnhardt in 10th. Look at that. So they passed Sterling Marlin and Ward Burton for those spots. Bill really sent it in turn 1. Jeff Burton has extended his lead up to 5.5 seconds. was trying to get a little greedy on the throttle there.
Car outside. Still there. Still there. Clear.
I wonder how Terry Labonte's been getting on, because remember, he started way deep in the field, outside the top 30. But he's a championship goal. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Just
The yellow
don't,
flag is out.
just
Let
don't
it
get hit
go.
by
Race
anybody.
back to the line.
All right.
The road is closed.
Ooh. All right, we'll take that. Well, lazy spin's gonna kind of reset the field.
Okay, we're under
All
caution.
right.
Stay behind the
That
21
was
car.
scary. But we didn't go a lap down. Holy cow. Hot tires. Well, I didn't want to do that. I think I just got on the seam. It was the middle seam, though, I think is what I crossed. Oh no. Okay, just a scrape. Jeez. Why am I so loose? Well, I hope they don't wreck behind me by checking up. Alright, should be pitting this lap. I don't think I have any real damage. Yeah, I should be pitting. Still over 20 cars in the lead laps, so this will keep. Even though I caused a caution I didn't want to,
Limit 55. Keep it
this will
under
keep a lot of
4,000
guys on the
in
lead lap,
seconds.
which is
Remember,
nice.
don't pass the stop sign at the end of pit road. The pace cars in turn 1. You're too far forward.
I
Back
am.
up. The pace cars in turn 2.
So we're going to be in some... Oh, do have a little bit of damage repair there.
Go, go, go! The
Not
pace
much.
cars on the back straight. Limit 55. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
Oh yeah, we're going to be one of the last cars in the lead lap. That doesn't really matter because we're going to fall back through the field anyway on the restart.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 22 car.
Well, I broke up the green flag streak. Just like Brian was telling me earlier, as long as you don't F it up, it'll probably go green. Well, I F'd it up. And I got super, super lucky I didn't hit anything or get hit.
Okay, merge when you can.
After we cross the line, we'll take a look at where everybody is. So, this is going to make strategy a little bit different now. It's not so simple anymore. There's the lap down cars pitting. So that puts us 17th. We look up front. Mark Martin has retaken the lead through the pit stops. Look at that. Mayfield, Wallace, Gordon, Jarrett, Elliott. Wow, that's all the same. That's pretty much identical. Remember, the field was so spread out that when we pitted, the guys up front were probably at a decent advantage. Terry Labonte is in 11th. Wow, what a run. Schrader, Michael Waltrip, Hamilton, Rudd, Ward Burton's kind of fallen back along with me. Johnny Benson's fallen all the way back to 18th after starting second. John Andretti also, he started somewhere around 10th. So he's fallen back. Chad Little's dropped some spots. So 20 are left on the lead lap. Lake Speed, first car lap down. Any big names a lap down? Not really. Jeff Bodine should really be driving better than he is. He's only 35th. So Spencer, Shepard, Park and Bodine 2 laps down, and Ted Musgrave out with a piston issue, so an engine problem. This can be chaos because the inside line is going to pretty much be as long as... Yeah, the outside and inside lines are going to be pretty much the same length. And I see Morgan Shepherd is at the front of that line. So this, yeah. This is going to be chaos. It's pretty much a double file restart, but you got slow cars on the inside. So, yeah. I'm going to just try to survive. Still have quite some time left in this race. 125 to go. That spin just goes to show you how close to the edge you are. I mean, all the time. Like, I feel like I'm not really doing anything different, and then the car just goes around. Alright. Cars flashing in green, those are cars that are laps down. The ones in white are for position.
Get ready now. Going green.
See if we can survive.
8 cars in. Green, green, green.
Don't know how the AI are going to act with each other either on this start.
Still there. Still there. Stay high.
Don't really have the speed.
Clear inside. Inside.
Yeah, we got 3 wide going.
3 wide.
Yep.
Inside.
I tried my darndest there.
Inside. Stay high. Clear inside. Inside.
Pretty much at the back of the line at this point,
Keep
almost.
high. Clear inside.
We just got a couple cars behind us now. That's okay. We're the 20th now, last car on the lap. Yep. One car scraping up there. That's Ernie Irvin. Just need to get my tires warm. Takes a little bit. Big battle for the lead going on up front. I wonder if any of the lap cars will have anything for those leaders. Oh, Rick Masco's way up the track. Alright, let's see. Mark Martin currently the leader. Jeremy Mayfield chasing him. Jeremy Mayfield up to second for the first time. Mayfield has also been one, kind of like Jeff Burton, who's been really fast, but horribly unreliable and has had accidents and mechanical failures. Could still have them today. Bobby Labonte up to 8th. And Jeff Burton's taking second back over. I think they're side by side up there for second. Somebody's way up the track. That's Tony Raines. So that's what I'm saying. They all scrape against the wall. They don't lose a ton of momentum, They lose a lot, but it could be worse. They're slowly starting to come to me, but I'm going to be trapped in a parking lot here for quite some time. I'm really surprised the AI play nice. They haven't been wrecking each other. Knock on wood. Jeff Gordon up to third. Look at that.
Keep high. Keep high.
If we could just roll the top here.
Still there.
There we go. Make it a few cars.
Keep high.
Not even really paying attention to my position right now. Just paying attention to passing cars.
Inside.
Getting through the traffic.
Clear.
Tony Raines really struggling on the top side. Mark Martin still leading, but Jeff Gordon now into second. Burton lost 2 spots that lap.
Inside.
Faster cars are kind of rolling the top here, which is nice.
Clear inside. Car inside. Still there. Clear inside. Inside.
Oh man, that yellow car behind me just almost made it 3 wide.
Clear.
Jeff Gordon has taken the lead. That is, I think, the first non-Ford car to lead a lap today. Now where do I go? This is a 1998 modded version of this racetrack too. This is not, I do not believe that this is the original base game 2003 version. So it's more historically accurate visually, and it actually races really well with AI, so I'm really happy with it. I do not like where I'm at right now.
Outside. Keep low.
There goes Johnny Benson. Man, Johnny Benson with a power move right there. He's going to try to make it 3 wide on the lap cars. I'm too much of a sissy. Jeff Gordon has dropped all the way to 5th that lap. I wonder what happened there. Johnny Benson all the way below the seam. He's not going to have very good exit speed.
Inside.
That's 4 position for me.
Keep high. Clear.
Ooh, I was expecting that big checkup by Eric Cope. Good thing I
Stay low.
drove a different line, or else I would have nailed him.
Stay low.
There we go. Martin and Rusty Wallace going at it. Top 6 have kind of broken away.
Stay low. Stay low.
I wish those guys in the bottom wouldn't drive so low. It's like the only gripe I have about the AI here.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide.
That's
You're on
not
the
good.
bottom. 3 wide. Stay low.
I do not want 3 wide, please.
Still there.
Rusty Wallace is now taking the lead.
Stay low.
Michael Waltrip into the top 10. Ken Schrader into the top 10.
Keep low.
Come on, if I could just clear.
Clear.
Thank you. Yeah, big time battle up there in the top 5 or 6. Wish I could be a part of it. Well, there's Uncle Morgan. Falling through the field swiftly. Ooh, this is going to be an opportunity. Where do we take the run? Screw it. I'm going for it.
On the bottom, 3 wide. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Clear outside. Still there. Be by. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Outside. Car inside.
That was crazy. I had a hell of a run. I'm glad I took it. Still got repassed by the 50 car, but got 2 of them at least. I trusted Morgan Shepherd, that's why, even though he just shoved it down on my inside.
Still there. Stay high. Clear.
Rusty Wallace is holding strong in the lead right now. Looks like Dale Jarrett's losing touch with the leaders just a hair. Even though this racing is really edgy and really difficult, this is an absolute blast.
Stay high.
It's exactly what I look for
Be
in
high.
AI NASCAR
Clear.
racing. Surprise Lake Speed still on the inside of Wally Dahlin back here.
Still there. Stay high.
Rusty Wallace has not had as many issues as
Stay high.
Mayfield, his teammate, but
Clear inside.
he definitely has not been perfect. He's definitely had issues. All right. Finally, guys are single file.
Inside.
I didn't want to go high side, but
Stay high.
I didn't want to run on the back of them.
That car's a lap down.
Moving
Be
back
by.
up to 4th. Mayfield down to 5th.
Stay high. Clear inside.
Gonna miss my marks there.
Car inside.
He keeps exiting low, so I can't get underneath him. I'll clear him this time.
Clear inside.
None of these 4 up here, 4 position. Mayfield's gotten background Gordon, so we're in 18th. So we're ahead
Lap
of
down.
2 cars on the lead lap. Gonna be slow and methodical here. Only way to really do it. I think Ricky Rudd up there is the next car for position for us. Is that car on the way bottom there?
Car outside. Keep low.
Somebody's up on the wall. I think that's
Clear
Dick
outside.
Trickle. Ooh, he got sideways. He's still... Oh! Whoa! Car's checked up for Trickle up there. Glad I saw it. I thought Dick Trickle was going to spin off of the wall, but he didn't. That'll make us lose a decent bit of time to the leaders. Rusty Wallace kind of settled into the lead spot. Half-second lead he has.
Clear outside.
And Dick Trickle goes back to sending it in turn 1. Mike Skinner's holding up the bottom lane.
Inside. Stay high. Keep high. Stay high.
Nice.
Clear inside.
Go down and pass Mike on the inside.
Keep low. Clear. Outside. Stay low. Clear outside.
Yep, still 18th. Mark Martin's now dropped to 6th. That is a surprise, and he's over a second behind the leader. I don't think he's been over a second behind the lead this whole race,
Stay high.
other than the pit cycle.
Clear inside.
A lot of good racing going on though. Like, you got to remember all these guys driving here,
Still there.
they're racing for position amongst themselves. A lot of good battles. Big paddle pack up ahead there.
Car inside. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Outside. Still there. Clear. Car outside. Car inside. Still there.
At least I didn't get put 3 wide on the entry there. Well, Jeff, if you don't make the move, I will.
Car outside. Clear. Outside. Still there. Clear outside. Car inside.
Mayfield in second, Gordon in third.
Still there.
Leaders are still really going at it.
Stay high. Clear inside. Inside. Still there. Clear.
Clear Irwin, dive underneath Jeff Bodine. Bodine seems to have a little more speed this run. Remember, he was like 35th
Stay low.
earlier.
Clear outside.
Still only 1 lap down, but
Stay low.
really off the pace from where he normally is. Normally he's at least fighting for top 20s. What's up, Brian? Taste the rainbow, huh? Ernie Irvin? You were right that the race was only going to get effed up if I effed it up. I spun out all by myself, but I got really lucky in that I did not hit anything and nobody hit me, and I stayed on the lead lap. So that's the only caution. Still 20 cars on the lead lap, and we're actually right about it halfway. So it's been a really good race so far. Ricky Rudd's gotten to the back of this pack, but he's unable to do anything with it. So yeah, you got the leaders in a group,
Flag. We're halfway home.
then you got
Lap down.
the next group, and then you got this group here, and then you got cars in the back. They're all in like separate battle packs that cumulatively slow each other down. That was a really good run off of turn 2.
Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Still there. Clear.
Gotta really be careful with these guys, they're not very fast. clear up, Steve. Clear up. Oh, why are you doing that?
Still there. Clear.
Oh, and then he fades up. I'm going to call that a pseudo block that he just did.
Still there.
Oh, Dale Earnhardt's back here. He's struggling right now. He was top 10 earlier. Terry Labonte has broken into the top 10.
Inside. Stay high. Clear. Car inside. Still there. Clear.
It's kind of a parking lot.
Inside. Stay high. Clear inside.
Oh, is Ricky Rudd going to make it 3 wide? No. I think he thought about it. Maybe he'll think about it on the front stretch. I know I'm starting to get frustrated. Gordon's in 3rd. Mayfield's right behind Rusty.
Car inside. Still there.
These guys just get stuck. I'm so tempted to go right through the middle, but it's, unless you got a really big run, it's pretty dangerous.
Still there.
Now Ricky Rudd has a bad corner.
You're up top. 3 wide. Car
Come
inside.
on, Matt.
Still there.
Come on, if we could clear Ricky.
That car's lapped out. Stay high. Keep high. Still
Ah,
there.
I entered too late.
You're up
Oh,
top.
and Jeff
3
Bodine.
wide. Hold your line. Car inside. Keep high.
Pretty much missed that corner. Jeff Bodine's been really fast this run. Ricky Rudd just dropped off the pace there.
Stay high. Clear.
All right, now that they're single file for now, should be able to maybe pick them off one by one.
That car's lapped out. Keep low.
Mayfield's in the lead. And Gordon, I think, was second, wasn't he?
Stay low. Clear outside.
Yeah, Gordon second, Burton third, Wallace fourth. Big mix-ups happening. Ooh, Joe Nemechek almost ran in the back of Dale Earnhardt there.
Keep high.
And Dale is really not that fast
Clear.
right now.
Car inside.
It's really causing all these issues. I thought he was going to be all right after he got clear, but
Still there. Keep high.
yeah, I'm pretty much helping him out for the time being until I go and pass him. All right, we should be able to pass Dale, and then we'll have a gap.
Outside.
This should be for position.
Keep low. Stay low. Stay low. Clear.
I'll put a 16th. John Andretti's the next car to pass. Jeff Gordon is now the leader. Okay. So we do have to pit twice. And the way it stands now, if we stretch this gas tank and the next gas tank all the way, as far as they can go, it'll be pretty much a sprint to the finish. Burton in second, Mayfield, Wallace. Martin is fifth, but he's dropped off of the back of the leaders. He's now over 3 seconds back, and now Dale Jarrett's all over him. So I wonder what's happened with the balance of the 6 car. Maybe he's not used to being in dirty air. Bobby Hamilton's had a really good run since the restart. Schrader and Waltrip still hanging in there in the top 10. See these guys up ahead, mainly Ward Burton, Sterling Marlin, Bobby Labonte, they were all top 10 players earlier. John Andretti not so much. I think he's actually higher up now than he was earlier, even though he started near the top 10. Oh yeah, car feels really good right now.
Outside. Stay low. Still there. Keep low.
Oh yeah,
Still
we're
there.
flying right now.
Keep low. Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Keep low. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Clear.
Going for it.
Stay low. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Hold your line. Outside. Outside. You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside. Keep low.
But at least got Sterling ahead, so now I just have to pass
Keep
one.
low. Clear.
There we go. Really getting monster runs off of turn 4 right now. Really off of both turns.
Still there. Stay low. Clear outside. Outside. Keep low. Stay low. Clear
James.
outside.
There we go.
Outside.
Oh! He cleared me, then he didn't clear me. That's not good. I wanted to take that
Keep
space. I cannot see, and I can't see if I look to the side, and I can't see through the mirror there. Right in my blind spot.
Clear.
Okay. Finally.
Car outside. Still there. Stay low. Clear.
Well, that was a lot easier pass than I was expecting. John Andretti fought me a lot harder. So that'll put us 12th. Michael Waltrip's dropped out of the top 10. Schrader and Labonte are at the back portion of the top 10 now. I should catch them momentarily. I did not mean to run the high line right there. Make it work. Gordon still holding on to the lead. Interval pretty much hasn't changed. Seconds back. Still 20 cars on the lead lap.
That car's a lap down.
So let's see, lap 118, 13 laps remaining for fuel. 28, so that's 131. So then we go 50, let's just say 55 laps from 131. So that's 186. So yeah, if we stretched our fuel all the way, we'd have like a 15 or so lap sprint. Remember, Brett Bodine had a problem earlier, so that might be why he's off the pace.
Clear.
So it doesn't stop him from sending it in turn 1.
Car outside. Stay low. Clear.
Looks like Michael Waltrip's starting to lose some pace. He's looking for a decent run, though. He's had some good runs and has been either caught up in accidents or a lot of mechanical failures, if I remember correctly, or like pit stop issues. I wonder if any of these like top 10 cars, though, if they got an opportunity up front, if they'd be able to hang in the draft with those like top 5 cars. Because really the best cars are, you know, Gordon, Wallace, Mayfield, Jeff Burton, and Mark Martin. And you could maybe toss Dale Jarrett in there. But it's even debatable about Mark Martin right now because he's fallen off from the leaders since the restart.
Clear outside.
Alright, so there's a pass on Michael Waltrip. That'll put us, what was it, 11th, I think? 11th or 12th. And see Ken Schrader up there. That's top 10. It's taken us all this time to get back up to the top 10. Remember, we were like, well, we were like 7th or something, 7th or 8th earlier before we spun ourselves. Looks like Jimmy Spencer, the lap car, is wreaking havoc with these guys. I think that's Terry Labonte right behind all these guys. Yep. Yeah, Terry Labonte is now 10th, Schrader 9th. Bill Elliott trying his darndest to get around Spencer. If they could all single file out, that'd be great. Oh yeah, I forgot special paint scheme for Terry Labonte. I should have showed off some of the paint schemes before we started. I totally forgot he's in the, I think, Fruit Loops car.
Keep high.
It's like all red. It doesn't have the yellow on it.
Clear inside.
And I know Lake Speed is still in the Cartoon Network birthday car. He's been in that for a few weeks. Right, so that's going to put us, what, 9th? And this will put us 8th. hear
the
Bill
lap down.
scraping. I think he stayed in it,
Still
though.
there.
Yep, he did.
Clear outside.
All right, can we get by Spencer now?
Outside.
Remember Jimmy Spencer won the Daytona 500 for me,
Still there.
which I absolutely can't stand.
Still there. Clear outside.
All right. Now we got a lot of space before we catch up to Bobby Hamilton, about 5 seconds. Whoa. Oh, Bobby Hamilton, I think, might have pitted in Mayfield as well. I wonder if this is a pit strategy thing. Are they maybe splitting the race in half? Is that what they're doing? Because, yeah, I still got 6 laps of fuel left. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. 75 laps to go. I don't know if that's necessarily splitting it up, but
The
it's
leader's pitting now.
close to it. Oh, yeah, leader's pitting. So I don't know what I want to do. It would be nice if I could lead a lap and get a bonus point. I'm almost thinking if I start having traffic getting up towards me that I'll pit because
Looks like we're running low on fuel. If that fuel pressure gauge starts to drop, come on in.
check your laps 5. Alright, I'm almost thinking I might pit next time by because Bill Elliott's now on the track. He's going to get up to speed. Don't think I'm going to get a lap led.
You are on the point.
Oh, there we go. I did lead a lap.
That car's a lap down.
Let's see. Oh, still got a decent gap. Yeah, I think I need to pit. Not risk it. Hopefully I can time this properly. Morgan's pitting. I'm gonna go around one more time.
Car inside. Clear inside.
That might actually mess me up because now, but yeah, Bill Elliott's 6/10, 5/10 back. He's gonna catch me this lap. Dang you, Morgan. You just kind of let
Car inside.
Bill go by.
Clear inside.
Okay, see how much tires make a difference. I'm probably gonna get hurt by staying out this long, but oh well. I hope that the AI are smart enough to go around my outside. Yep, Ken's going around my outside.
Outside. Clear.
I'm probably gonna give up a lot of time right here, but whatever.
That car's a lap down. Limit 55. Keep it under 4,000 in second.
Still a few cars making pit stops. Okay. Not the greatest, but we'll take it. No one around me in the pit stalls, which is nice. No damage that they're repairing.
Go, go, go! Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,000 in second.
Yeah, there goes Terry Labonte's going to pass us pretty soon.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. That car's a lap down.
Yep, there goes Terry.
That car's a lap down.
That's a car we were racing against, so yeah, we lost a bunch of time to them. There was Bobby Labonte. I don't remember where he was.
Okay, merge when you can.
So as long as we can, well, we might lose a spot to John Andretti, but then we might settle in. And if we can settle in, then I think we'll be pretty good. It's just,
Inside.
another car's making a pit stop. It's Joe Nemechek. Oh, we got a car slow. Oh, that might bring out a caution if they don't.
Clear.
Oh, that's Rusty Wallace. Wow. What'd I tell you? Ford reliability, especially those Penske's. They have not been reliable. So I know sometimes the AI will tow and it'll make it not cause a caution, but sometimes they'll sit there and it will cause a caution. We'll see what happens. I'm glad I'm not a lap down at least. Yep, Rusty Wallace, Jeremy Mayfield, and Jeff Burton. Them three Fords have been really fast but really unreliable. So that'll put us 13th right now. And it looks like I don't think I saw Rusty Wallace that time on the track, so I think he was able to tow and get out of the way. So no caution. Interesting. That puts... So after the pit cycle, Jeremy Mayfield is on point, and he's got a decent gap, too. I thought Jeff Gordon was going to benefit from that because he generally has the best pit crew, but Gordon is third, but he's over 5 seconds back. Mark Martin, Bobby Hamilton actually gained some time on the leaders, and he actually passed Dale Jarrett as well. Bobby Hamilton has been a very pleasant surprise. Has a win this season already. Oh man, getting on that stupid seam again. Oh, looks like Marlon's going to get around me here. I'll have to get him back later.
Car outside. Clear.
Car's just way too loose at first. We definitely lost time to the leaders ourselves. 1.2 seconds back to Ward Burton. If we could just get a top 10, I'll be super happy. And I think we can definitely do that. We just don't make a ton of mistakes. A lot of open track up ahead. And still 19 cars on the lead lap. So only one car has gone a lap down since that pit cycle. Since the restart even. And really that one car would be Rusty Wallace. Yeah. It's the only car that would be a lap down. That wasn't before. Looks like Ward and Dale are catching me, so I haven't really... Still haven't really settled in compared to these fast guys yet. Just takes a while. To go, 65. Keep my eye on Ward and Dale. I know I can hear them when they get really close, but I'd like to know. If they could get side by side with each other, that'd be great because then I can run away, and I think they are side by side now. Yeah, they are. That's going to be a huge hit for Rusty Wallace in the points because, like I said earlier, very low attrition. So we'll take a look at the back portion of the field in a minute. But looks like Dale has cleared Ward. I'm starting to pull away from him now. Sterling's catching up to Morgan there.
Car outside. Keep low. Stay low. Clear.
I think it's safe to look back up front. So, all right. So Jeff Burton has taken the lead from Jeremy Mayfield, and Jeff Gordon has really fallen off the pace from the leaders. Or unless he was no, he was already that far back. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it was Mayfield that was leading, right? I do think that gap is bigger than it was, though, between second and third, anyway. Well, I thought I was going to run away from Dale, and now here he is. So a big distance from 6th to 7th. I think 7th was about the highest we've been today, and I think, pending anything weird happening, I think 7th's about the highest that I'm going to get. Which, I'm fine with that. That'd be a really good day. Even where we're at now is a great day. Top 15. Michael Waltrip hanging in there in the top 10. Hoping he doesn't have some kind of failure. Dale is quite fast right now. I think we're both faster than Sterling, but Dale is really fast right now.
Car
Yeah, there he goes. He just straight up ran me down
Stay
and
high. Clear.
blew my doors off. Let him go. For now. I like that, though, that there's comers and goers. Guys are better on some runs than others. And now Ward's coming on. He's only 0.8 back. Gordon has really closed. Well, actually, 3rd and 4th and 5th have closed in the gap the last lap. They're still over 4 seconds back, but they were well over, or they were like, I don't know, half a second or more further back than that last lap. If the leaders catch like a big clump of traffic, that could determine the winner of this race. Because of stuff like this. They get stuck side by side, they can't make passes. It'd be nice if Dale could make this pass and I could follow him through. Terry Labonte up to 7th. What a drive for Terry. Got to think of him as a potential car that, you know, if we had a caution or something that jumbled the field up, he could maybe steal a victory.
Inside.
He's got a, obviously he has a really good car. He just hasn't had any track position all day long.
Stay high. Clear inside. Car inside. Stay high. Keep high.
Gordon has now gotten the difference within 4 seconds.
Clear inside. Inside. Still there.
Don't count Mark Martin out either. Oh, now the top,
Still
was
there.
that the top 5 now are all within 4 seconds?
Clear inside.
Either Burton's having problems with his pace or he's running into traffic. Let's try the low side maybe.
Outside. Stay low. Still there. Clear.
Oh, that's not going to happen. Ooh. That kind of snuck up on me. And now Mark Martin has turned it on. He's all of a sudden third. And they've taken another like half second out of the lead. So I think both Burton and Mayfield are slowing down for some reason. To me, I almost feel like that's a pace thing, not... Oh, Dale Earnhardt just blew up. Oh, that is devastating. Dale needed a good run, too. He's been pretty consistent this year, no wins. But he's had some rough runs as well, and he just blew up right in front of us. Thank goodness that I wasn't right behind him at the time. So now I wonder if he will make it all the way around, because he was on the front stretch at the time. Well, I think Dale will be pissed off. Wow. I love the drama that happens in these races. I don't really like it when it happens for dumb reasons, like at Martinsville, for example, when everybody just runs into each other on the pace laps and things like that. But when like legitimate stuff happens like that, like two of the fastest cars blowing their engines, really makes this career mode really interesting. Alright, so Warburton's still back there. I'm surprised that Sterling has been able to hold us off for this long.
Outside.
Looks like
Clear.
the lead
Outside.
from first to third has gone back up to about 4
Clear
seconds.
outside.
Mayfield is now over a second back of Jeff Burton. And Dale Jarrett has passed Jeff Gordon. Interesting. And it looks like Bobby Hamilton has lost about a second and a half over the last couple laps to the leaders. Interestingly enough, though, 7th and 8th anyway have pretty much stayed the same distance, about 13 seconds to the leaders. They'll get Sterling here.
Outside. That car's a lap down. Stay low. Clear. Inside.
Really?
Clear inside.
Okay. I can't really drive it any harder than that. Catching up to Spencer again on the lap car. That lead just keeps fluctuating up and down, up and down. I'd still say any of the top 5 are still in this. And look out for Mark Martin, though. He is catching.
Still there.
Remember, he dominated the first, like, half of this race.
Clear.
I'm going to see if I can use Jimmy Spencer as a pick.
Still there. Stay low. Keep low.
I think it worked.
Keep low.
As
Clear.
long as Sterling doesn't send it into turn 1, which I think he will. Oh yeah, he's going to.
Car inside. You're up top. 3 wide. Inside.
What? Get out of there, Jimmy. I did not expect to get a 3 wide call. Okay, I think we're okay. Let's see if we can get like one more good corner, and then I think we'll be far enough away. Having to mirror drive a little bit. Looks like John Andretti up there is kind of struggling with a lapper. That's, I think, Steve Grissom. Great run for John Andretti, or recovery, I should say. He's still pretty much where he started, but he was down in the dumps there for a little while. He did clear the lap car. Alright, that was a pretty good corner. Yep, I think we're good now. So that puts us 13th.
That car's a lap down.
So we're down to 17 cars in the lead lap, but only up to 19th is 1 lap down. Interesting. It's all the same cars going a lap down again. If we look at the back half of the field, well, Steve Park finally called it a day. He was not very good to begin with. I think he made like an extra pit stop early on that put him an extra lap down. Something.
Car outside.
Ooh, Steve Grissom's got some damage. I don't know what that's from. Pit lane, maybe? Or under, maybe under pace laps even. Could have been from when everybody checked up when I got out of shape on pace laps. Joe Nemechek, a bunch of 4 laps down. Brett Bodine, he had problems that we saw. So yeah, everything's pretty much documented. We know what happened to everybody. Darrell Waltrip, 34th. At the moment, Rick Mast and Ward Burton are still on pace to be the only 2 drivers to finish every race this season. And we might be on pace to have a record number of lead lap finishers, maybe. I know we had like 10 or 11 at Daytona. I don't remember everywhere else. I know quite a few races had only like 2 or 3 or 5, which is a bit disappointing. I know that's not too far off of reality, but having only like 1 or only like 2 or 3 cars in the lap is a little bit off. Slowly running down John Andretti. Still
We're
20.
getting 1 can of fuel.
Okay. Should be all I need. Rudd still clinging onto the lead lap. Johnny Benson's a lap down. Jeff Bodine up to 19th. That's actually a really good recovery, considering, like I said, he was 35th earlier after the first run. So to be top 20 is actually pretty darn good.
Car inside. Clear inside.
Still Jeremy Mayfield behind Jeff Burton. Dale Jarrett's now third. Man, it just keeps flip-flopping. And if you look at the delta, third, fourth, and fifth are now less than 3 seconds behind the lead. That is the closest it's been for quite some time. And Terry Labonte is up into sixth. Terry Labonte was like 13 seconds back, ran down Bobby Hamilton, I believe it was. Dude, Terry is killing it. Bobby Hamilton has fallen back like 2 seconds, and Terry has gained like 4 seconds on the leaders from the time that this run started.
Lap down. Stay low.
I'm telling you, you give Terry an opportunity at the end, he might win this thing.
Still there. Clear.
All right, we got by John Andretti, 4 position. 4 now.
Outside.
Yep.
Still
Oh,
there.
Daryl.
Too
Yeah,
low.
yeah, get up in front of John. There we go.
You're on the bottom.
Oh,
3 wide. Car
okay.
outside.
I guess John don't care. Still there.
Stay low. Stay low. Still there.
There's the next 2 spots up ahead there. Michael Waltrip battling with Bobby Labonte for 10th. Terry Labonte is still moving forward. Less than 9 seconds behind the lead now. He needs a good pit stop, though. That's going to be a big deal. To go, so we're in our pit window. The one bad thing if I stretch the fuel all the way to the end is that when I come out of the pits, I'm not really going to even have enough time to really even start to play offense, because 15 or so laps I'll just barely be starting to get comfortable again. Okay, so Jeremy Mayfield has dropped all the way to 5th, and he was 2nd by quite some margin. So he has fallen off the pace, and now Dale Jarrett is in 2nd. Pretty sure that's the highest up he's been all day. Looks like Bobby Labonte is unable to drive away from Michael Waltrip. Really interested to see when those leaders decide to make that final pit stop. Laps to go. We'll have about, or 18 laps until we pit, and we'll have about 18 laps to go after that. I'll see if I can, as many spots that I can gain as possible, because I know I'm going to lose a bunch on the pit cycle. Terry Labonte now 7.36 seconds back. Heck, even Bobby Hamilton started gaining a little bit on the lead. I can actually see the next 3 spots all up ahead. Looks like Schrader's really falling off the pace, because these two and myself have really caught him quite quickly. I just love the comers and goers, man. That's part of NASCAR I've always liked over the years. 1.13 seconds now is all the gap between Burton and Jarrett. Looks like Waltrip's going to make a move. Let's see how quickly I can get all 3 of them. Half a second now from the lead back to Dale Jarrett. Jarrett is moving.
Inside. Clear.
I think the one bad thing for maybe Dale Jarrett and Terry Labonte is that we're going to have a sprint to the end. Ooh, somebody wants to come out of the pits with that dust.
Clear inside.
Oh wait, that was Terry Labonte. Terry Labonte pitted. He had to have been him, because I don't see him on the leaderboard anymore.
Still there.
Interesting.
Clear. Inside.
I hope that's not for a problem. I hope that's an intentional pit stop.
You're in the top 10. Still there. Keep high. Clear inside.
Oh yeah, few people are making pit stops. I'm tempted to make a stop myself, but due to safety, I don't want to pit with these guys right around me.
Outside.
If I can build up a good gap or something, then maybe.
Stay low. Keep low. Clear.
Alright. That's another spot. Big group of cars up ahead there. Jeff Burton's still in the lead, but Dale Jarrett not far back. I tell you, if Terry Labonte ends up like leapfrogging all them guys or something, that'd be hilarious. Let's make sure he didn't have a problem. I don't think so. He is 1 lap down. I hope that's... Yeah, he would be 1 lap down if he pitted. So yeah, that's not incorrect. Might be him up ahead. No, I think that's Bill Elliott. Yeah, a lot of traffic up there. I don't want to get up into that before I pit, that's for sure. One thing though is that you might, or you will risk being a lap down for a little bit of time if you pit early. It's the big downside. If you're one of the last cars to pit, you probably won't ever go a lap down. I just like to pit when I have space. Oh, looks like Bill Elliott's pitting. That's actually really good for me. Get him out of the way. I think Bobby Labonte pitted too.
That car's a lap down.
I think I might pit this time because it's a perfect opportunity. I got space behind, space in front. I don't want to get into that big old group of traffic.
The leader's pitting now.
Oh man, is Nadeau's pitting. I gotta go around again.
Inside.
Just like Morgan Shepherd last time, but I think this time, I don't think Schrader's gonna catch me this lap. He's the next car behind.
Back and forth now.
Bunch cars came in that last lap. I think that's Bill Elliott right there, maybe? Yes. Another car just getting onto the track surface. Alright, hopefully we don't get run over here.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,000 in
Pit road's
seconds.
a lot more busy this time. Alright. Conservative, but good. That was good. Well, might have to drive around Rick Mast's car. At least we're on the right side of the box.
The leader's pitting now.
Oh, there he goes.
Go, go, go. Go, go,
All right.
go. Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,000
I think
in
we're at the
seconds.
back here. Good. Okay.
Watch that
Nobody
speed
around
now.
us.
Keep it on
Don't
4,000
speed.
in seconds.
Lots of cars coming out of pit lane here.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. That car's a lap down. That car's a lap down.
There's Bill Elliott. So I lost a bunch of time to him.
That car's a lap down.
There's Labonte and Schrader, who I had just passed. So yeah, they're quite a bit ahead.
Okay, merge when you can.
Just kind of doing damage limitation here. Michael Waltrip's gonna get by me,
Inside.
maybe. Yes.
Stay high. Clear.
Okay. Where are things gonna cycle out? I'll take a look in a little bit. I want to watch the relative here for traffic coming up behind. Looks like we basically just have John Andretti to worry about, and that's about it. .24 laps to go, so we all pitted like 6-7 laps early compared to running the tank out of fuel. I think. Let's see. So look at that. Terry Labonte has leapfrogged the field by short pitting and is now 0.3 of a second ahead of Jeff Burton. That is badass. I hope he wins it.
Car inside.
Who's that coming out of the pits? It's a red car. Is that Morgan Shepherd? It might be. Oh, Terry just got passed. He got passed by Jeff Burton. I wouldn't discount him from winning it, though, because you saw how fast he was on the long run, and I know we're only going to run about half of a stint, but still, that's still a decent bit of time. Are we on the lead lap? 16. That's a good number. Ooh, John Andretti getting screwed by Uncle Morgan. Oh man, Dale Jarrett is... No, Dale Jarrett just passed Terry. That won't help Terry's cause if he's got Dale Jarrett to deal with.
That car's a lap down.
Hey, at least Morgan's been running all the laps.
Car outside.
I'll give him props there.
Keep low.
jeez.
Stay low.
Morgan's got fresh tires, so he's racing. Dale Jarrett is now taking the lead.
Stay low.
And what a battle it's been up there.
Keep low. Clear. Outside. Keep low. Clear.
Thank you, finally. Burton ahead of Jarrett. Terry Labonte's dropped over a second back now. See, that's the thing. He's got older tires, which I think that's going to hurt him for a bit, but I still believe that he could be faster than them guys at the end of the race. He just needs to kind of do some damage control for the time
20
being.
laps to go.
20 more laps.
Still there. Stay low. Keep low.
These passes are really hard right now under new tires.
Stay low. Stay low. Clear outside.
Martin fourth, Mayfield fifth. Gordon is sixth, but he's over 8 seconds back. He did not have a good
Car
pit
inside.
cycle.
Still
Come on,
there.
don't clear me. All right, should stay ahead of Michael now.
Stay high.
There we
Clear
go.
inside.
So we'll be 12th. Chad Little still on the lead lap. Good run for him. Dale Jarrett in the lead. Terry Labonte almost 2 seconds back now. Still losing some time. Ugh, driving as hard as I can safely. Man, look at all the traffic. Still that same kind of group that I was chasing at the end of my last stint. Although it's a little more strung out now, but still a lot of cars up there. I think the leaders are actually past that. Yeah, they must be. Because I'm like half a lap down. Yeah, I'm over half a lap down. Terry's over 3 seconds back now. Dale Jarrett's really turned it on
Stay
here in
low.
this last run.
Stay low. Clear outside. Car outside. Keep low. Stay low. Keep low.
Oh,
Stay low.
actually door slammed with Johnny Andretti a little bit there, and I need to not do that.
Still there. Clear. Outside. Stay low. Keep low. Still there. Clear outside.
Johnny Benson up to 17th. At least he's 1 lap down, but he's at least kind of stopped the bleeding. And hopefully at least, finishes. That's been his big problem. Ugh. Really driving as hard as I can. As hard as I can safely. 14 to go, probably maybe 13 to go now. It'll be really interesting to see if I catch that big group of traffic at the end or not. I don't know if I will. I might. I'm going to get faster and faster.
Outside.
Terry's over 4.5 seconds back now. Jeff
Still
Burton's, well, now he's over 5 seconds back.
Still there. Good blow. Clear.
Go.
Outside.
What would happen?
Clear.
No way!
We lost that motor.
No way! Oh, I just blew
The yellow
up.
flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line.
Wow, incredible. I've never had that happen before. I just blew up. I had some skip frames at some point. Apologies for that. I just blew up. I wasn't even watching my temperature, but I'm sure it
That
wasn't
car's a lap
terrible.
down. That car's a lap down.
I didn't have any
That
front end
car's a
damage
lap
either.
down.
Wow. Oh man, what a great run we had going. I'm stunned. Well, now that is going to change everything. So now if we go... I can't believe that camshaft. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, gotta go up here. Dale Jarrett. So, we're gonna have a restart with less than 10 laps to go. I love how realistic it is, though, where anything like that can happen. No other game is really like that. So even though I'm gutted, it's still a cool experience. So that's going to put us, man, 39th is where that's going to put us. That is brutal. Joe Nemechek 4 laps down. A couple cars are 3 laps down. Bunch of cars are 2 laps down. Looks like Lake Speed has held his ground where he started 19th. He'll gain a spot to 18th. So there's 2 cars 1 lap down. That's Ricky Rudd and Johnny Benson. So Johnny Benson up to 16th now from me going out. So 15 cars left on the lead lap, and really any of them have a chance. But I think really it's going to come down to the top 6. Got Dale Jarrett, Jeff Burton, Terry Labonte, Jerry Mayfield, Mark Martin, and Jeff Gordon. Those guys are the ones that really have a shot. And we'll see if... I don't know if pit lane has been open. So is nobody coming in? I'm pretty sure pit lane had to have been open right there. I don't think anybody came in. Huh. Pit lane 1. Pit lane 2. Nobody. Okay, so that was last lap. Yeah, nobody. Huh. Okay. We'll keep an eye out, see if it goes open next time. They might all just stay out. The AI are not... I mean, they're not terribly stupid at this track with pit strategy, but they're not the greatest. Because obviously, if you were like 10th on back, why wouldn't you come in for a new set of tires, you know? But I think the AI are thinking, oh, I don't need tires. We just pitted not that long ago. So I know Dale Jarrett has, so he got like 2 wins this season. Jeff Burton has at least 1 win. Terry's got at least 1 win. Mayfield got his first career win already, which in real life came later in the season at Pocono. Mark Martin's got like a couple wins, and he's the points leader. And Jeff Gordon has at least 1 win. Bobby Hamilton has at least 1 win. So the first non-winner this season is Bill Elliott. Bill Elliott 8th, Ken Trader 9th. And I don't remember if Bobby Labonte has won yet this year. I think maybe. Okay, here we go. So this is it. Nobody pitted. And they're leaving the lead lap cars in line, which sucks. They're not dropping them to the back. So with this being the case, I think this is going to be a 2-horse race. I hate that the game's not the greatest at sorting the AI, the lap cars. So it's pretty much going to be a battle between the 88 and the 99, because you got 3 lap cars between them and Terry Labonte. I mean, who knows? Anything can happen, but you're going to have 8 laps to go. Jeremy Mayfield, Mark Martin, and then you got a Lapper, and then Gordon, and then Lapper, Hamilton, and Lapper, Bill Elliott, Lapper, then Ken Schrader. And then right behind him, Bobby Labonte for top 10. So, all right. Back up to the front. And we'll look at TV2, I guess. TV1. Here we go. I think Burton's been the best on the short run. At least I don't have to sit here for like an hour or 2 waiting for the race to finish. And how much of a factor will the lap cars be? Because they don't care about the leaders and how they're racing. So far so good. Terry goes up to the top. That might help him. Oh, that's helicopter. Terry on the top side. There's Mayfield going for it with Mark Martin there. They're maybe going to be 3 wide. Trying to keep it on the battle for the lead, though. There goes Burton. Down to the inside. If they stay side by side, that could bring everybody else to them. So far, so good for Jarrett. Wow, look at the battle there for 3rd. Terry, can he clear? No, he cannot. Still side by side. Mark Martin pinned down on the bottom. Gordon ripping the top now. Oops. Keep going the wrong direction. Burton still tailing behind Jarrett. Oh, can Mayfield clear? They look like they're going so slow, but I know they're not. Oops. Sorry. 6 laps to go. Ah, Terry lost some ground. Dang it. These 2 are running away. Oh, somebody's scraping the wall. Ah, it's Ernie Irvin up in the wall. And Burton's right there. They're not running very good laps, as you see by the lap times. They wanted to keep the track position, though. 5 to go. Still got 2 lap cars between 3rd place and 2nd. Jeff Gordon making some moves. Mark Martin has now gotten by Terry Labonte. Terry's now pretty much not going to drop any further back. I think this short run at the end was really going to hurt him. Got other cars have just been faster than him on the short run. Mark Martin's been really fast all of a sudden. Can't say I'm surprised. Mayfield's struggling with the lapper again. I really hate that they couldn't all restart together. Wow, Johnny Benson's even trying to get around Terry. And Burton's so close. 4 laps to go. He's lucky that he has nothing behind him to worry about. Those two have run away. I don't think anybody's going to catch them. They just can't get by these lappers. I think Mayfield's finally going to clear Joe Nemechek. He does. Now they still have Jimmy Spencer to worry about. A little bit of a gap now between Dale Jarrett and Burton. So yeah, it's taking them pretty much this entire little run just to get by the lappers. They're still not doing it with 3 to go. Is Jeff Gordon going to make it 3 wide? They're all just drafting each other right now. I do really like how the AI have raced. Obviously, they're not perfect, but they've been racy. They try different lines, and they haven't really done anything stupid. 2 laps to go, still about the same gap. Remember, it can change at any moment, though. Ooh, 3 wide. Oh, Gordon thought about it. They're pinned behind Jimmy Spencer. Terry Labonte back there starting to kind of gain some ground, but it's taken him this whole time. Bill Elliott's back there, starting to kind of gain some ground as well. All right, coming around for one more lap. Will Jeff Burton have anything? I don't think he will. Really, I think Burton's been the second best car all day, maybe third best if you put Rusty Wallace in there. I think Mark was the best car in the first half. I think Jeff was probably the best car in the second half. I don't know. Mayfield and Jarrett have been strong, but they just, like, Jarrett has not led that much today. Coming off of turn 3 and 4, the site of the first ever victory from Dale Jarrett. And I think he's going to do it. Dale Jarrett is going to come back, and he is going to win the Miller Lite 400 in a race that in real life he got second. Jeremy Mayfield will get third. Mark Martin steals fourth away from Gordon in fifth. Sixth goes to Terry Labonte. Seventh for Bill Elliott. Eighth for Bobby Labonte. Ninth for a damaged Bobby Hamilton. Interesting. And 10th goes to Ken Schrader. 11th, John Andretti. 12th, Sterling Marlin. 13th goes to Wad. Man, Michael Waltrip dropped all the way to 14th at the end after being in the top 10 for quite some time. Still in the lead lap at least. And 15th, last car in the lead lap, Chad Little, and then his Roush teammate, Johnny Benson. First car 1 lap down in 16th. 17th for Ricky Rudd, and on through the field. Top 20 for Mike Skinner. That's a good run for him. Ernie Irvin, too. Taste the Rainbow. And yeah, down through the field, we'll get 39th after that. Wow. Great race, though. That was a fantastic race. Save these results. And We'll see how well that saves, but I don't really use the replays that often anyway. All right. That's it. There we go. What a run, though, for Terry Labonte. What was that, 35th or something to 6th? Legitimately, though. Legitimately. No funny business. Rusty Wallace. All right. We'll real quick take a look. Add some statistics. So, see, where was... Jarrett started 15th, so he really didn't start that far up compared to these other guys. Yeah, Terry Labonte, 37th. That's incredible. What a run for Terry. That's Terry doing Terry things. And then driver standings, if we look way over here on the right is the points total. Mark Martin will retain that lead. Bobby Hamilton, still a decent run. Obviously, good run for Jarrett. Oh, and Jarrett won 2 in a row. So, yeah. If we go to... where was it? Schedule. There you go. So, Dale Jarrett's finished second, first in the last 3 races. So, Dale Jarrett is on a tear. And he won... Martinsville. He won Richmond, so 2 of the short tracks, and then won a big track at Michigan. So there you go. Dale Jarrett, winner. Pole winner was Mark Martin, again. Mark's won 1, 2, 3 poles this year already. Next race is Pocono for 500 laps. Yippee. Or 500 miles, I should say, not laps. And then we go to Sonoma, which I'll probably blow up there. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and watching. That was a lot of fun. Have a good night, and we'll try